find the right words. And there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl. So I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. Going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up. You can have it all, watch me rip it off. I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella love. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging, we go and come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words. And there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl. So I can only say that it feels right. It feels right, it feels right, it feels
How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here today, bringing you guys live coverage of Monday Night Football on Week 3. The Detroit Lions going to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. This is going to be an absolute fun game to watch. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be offense galore, and that is being reflected in my Jason's picks. So, this time, we're taking advantage of an ESPN or a Bet365 promo. They're doing a $25, up to $25, basically safety net bet. So diving into my Jason's curse, aka Jason's picks, I have Derrick Henry going for a touchdown. I got Jared Goff passing for at least 250. I got Lamar passing for at least 200. I got Zay Flowers going for at least 70. Amon-Ra St. Brown for at least 70. And David Montgomery with 2 receptions based off that Ravens pass front. Now, the odds of this were a bit higher, plus 750. But I placed a $20 bet on it this week because of the safety net bet. So this $20 would pay out $170 if this hits. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to be keeping an eye on that throughout the game tonight. Also, ignore the hat. It's a Bills hat, I know. We were up in Buffalo in the summer of 24, and this hat was on clearance, so it's like, hey, you know, my goal is to have a piece of merch from every NFL team, and this was the first hat I found that was dry and comfortable. So, hey, we'll wear it tonight, even though we don't really have a horse in this race. We got the Steelers shirt telling you guys who I don't want to win, though who I also picked. But again, this is going to be an absolutely pivotal game down the stretch in both conferences. The Ravens probably going to be top of the AFC, somewhere in the top of the AFC, fighting for that number 1 seed. Especially the way the Chiefs are playing right now, it is very possible the Ravens could snag that number 1 seed, and every single game is gonna count, especially when you're going up against Buffalo, when you have the Chargers who are playing elite right now. You know, the entire AFC, the Colts, you know, Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones. I found out the reason they're winning, by the way. Daniel Jones gets an extra $100,000 bonus for every single win that he plays at least 50% of the snaps in. That's why they're playing so well. He's incentivized for an extra $100,000. Think about that. If the Colts go 10 wins, that's an extra $1 million in his pocket. For Daniel Jones. His contract isn't even that big but this year, isn't it? I don't think it's big like at all. Daniel Jones contract. But he signed 1 year with the Colts. Let's see. A 1-year deal worth $14 million. So if they end up getting, if he gets an extra $1 million for 10 wins, that is essentially 1/15 of his entire salary. You know? That is a crazy amount just for winning games. So that is kind of big for Daniel Jones. But anyway, I digress. When you have teams in the AFC, the Ravens are going to need every single win they can get if they want to be atop this conference. Looking to the NFC, the Lions, they are 1-1 right now. They are currently a game behind the Packers, 2 games behind the Eagles, 2 behind the Buccaneers, 2 behind the Niners. Though I don't think the Niners are going to be as big a threat, especially with Joey Bosa done for the year already. I don't know. I think something is off for me about this Niners team. I just don't feel good about them. It's not just because I'm a Rams guy. It's because I don't have confidence in this team, So, I think really the NFC is going to come down to Philadelphia, Green Bay, and Detroit. And Detroit is currently the odd one out right now. AFC, it's going to be down to Baltimore, Los Angeles, Buffalo, Indianapolis. So it's going to be a 4-way race. And I'm realizing my prediction at the beginning of the season is coming to fruition. I expected the AFC to be lower. Let's see, McCaffrey is stealing life from the team to stay healthy. This year, it looks like he is with Purdy down. Now you have an ACL tear on Joey Bosa. I think it's Joey. Or is it Nick? No, it's Nick. Nick is the Niner. I think. Whatever Bosa brothers in San Francisco. I always get the two confused, no matter what. But yeah, at the beginning of the year, I thought the NFC, or the AFC was very top-heavy. And the NFC was wide open. And we are seeing just that right now. The AFC, you got your AFC Giants out there. And there's, I always update a whiteboard up in my main room. It'll have the current playoff seeding. And I'm seeing it. The Steelers, the Bengals, both teams are like, this year. They're in 4 and 5, or they're in 5 and 6, or 4 and 5, I think it is. Greenlaw doesn't get injured. I think the Niners beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I don't even know if the Chiefs make the Super Bowl at this point. 1-2 is better than 0-3, but it still is not a favorable spot to be in. And I still have question marks about this team. It took them a while to get going against the Giants. It took them pretty much until the second half to really get going. So I have my reservations and I have my concerns about the Chiefs, even after last night's win. Defensively, I think they're pretty solid. Offensively, I think there's still a lot of issues. But we are here in Baltimore, getting ready for kickoff. The Lions look at the ball to start off. Where is my arrow? I need arrow away. So here we go. That's Las Vegas Super Bowl year. Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Those were really good Super Bowls. That was another. It was a good Super Bowl that year too. So, although that was a Super Bowl where I was kind of conflicted because it's like I didn't like the Chiefs because I was just tired of them, but I also hated the Niners. But the Lions returning to the 25 to the 30, still on his feet to the 33, pushing and fighting down at the 33 after forward progress. So here we go. Jared Goff ready to rock and roll with his team here tonight. Oh boy, taking a look at the game against the Bears, 82% completion percentage, 334 yards. Absolutely insane performance for the Lions last week. And here we go. I believe Jahmyr Gibbs is the back in the game. Goff trying to read this defense out under center. Double left, double right. Sends a man in motion across to the near side. Takes a snap, looking to hand off to Gibbs. Trying to find some room up the middle. Fighting for yardage. And he picks up about 2 up to the 35-yard line. I think everyone wanted the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. Yeah. I was conflicted a little bit because, I absolutely am starting to develop a deposition or a despising for the Eagles, especially the way they keep managing to win against the Rams. So, but almost like the Patriots to the Steelers. As Goff looking to throw, 2nd and 8, throws to the near side, has a man wide open. That is Jameson Williams down to just outside the 40. First down. Yeah, you figure. The Rams have now lost 3 straight games in Philadelphia. The first 2 because they couldn't stop Saquon. The last one because of a stinking blocked game-winning field goal. Actually, 2 blocked field goals. A blocked field goal to extend the lead from 1 to 4, I think it was. Or no, from 5 to 8, and then another one to take the lead and win at the end. But here we go. Goff going to hand off to Gibbs, and he's going to lose a couple up the middle yet again by the Ravens pass rush. Odafe Owe in the middle of that. And here we go. Ravens just got a big, big stop. Also, not sure if you guys saw this, but I did kind of eat dirt the other day when I was golfing. I just got into a short today. Because, always got to do that. But here we go. 2nd down and 13 for the Lions. Goff under center tight formation. Looking to hand off to Gibbs. Trying to get the run game going down to the 40, down to the 37. A nice little gain there for Jahmyr Gibbs. Okay. Looking out tonight, Jair Alexander with a knee, Kyle Van Noy with a hamstring, and Nnamdi Madubuike with a neck. So I think I actually had... No, I didn't have Jair Alexander on my call sheet. Good. So anyway, here we go. 3rd down and 6. Goff in the gun. Trips right, single left. Gibbs the back to his left. Ravens in their standard 4-3. Let's see. Takes the snap, looking to throw with Goff. Having time. Loads up over the middle. Has a man. Caught for the first down at the 18. None other but Jameson Williams. In the red zone they go. All right. Let's see. And just a beautifully read play there for the Lions. Here we go in the I formation with 2 fullbacks. Going to hand off to Gibbs out to the left. Trying to fight for yardage. Trying to find something, but he only picks up 2 yards. Okay. Let's see. So here we go. 2nd down and 8 for the Lions here in Ravens territory. Deep in Ravens territory. Kansas State should be ranked number 1 by the end of the year. Oh, here we go. Goff in the gun. Double right. Trips actually right. Looking to throw. Having time. Dumps out to the outside to Gibbs. And he goes out of bounds to the 11. But I don't really watch college ball that much, but I know Kent State was usually one that's like down. So here we go. 3rd down and 3 for the Lions coming up. And here we go. 3rd and 3, likely 4 down territory, knowing Dan Campbell. And let's see, Goff in the gun, Williams back to the right, double left, takes a snap, looking to throw, pressure coming, dumps over the middle, Gibbs not ready for it, incomplete. 4th down and 3, but likely gonna go for it. Offense staying out on the field. All right. So here we go. 4th down and 3 coming up. And let's see. Goff trying to make a little bit of adjustment here at the line. Will he be successful in the gun? Has Gibbs to his left. Trips right. Single left. Play clock winding down. Goff takes a snap looking to throw. Pressure big time off the blitz to the near side. Caught. That is going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown just inside the 5 for a 1st and goal. All right. Okay. 1st down and goal from the 4. Goff in the gun. Gibbs to his right, trips right, single left, sends Laporta in motion to be a fullback. Gonna hand off up the middle to Gibbs, pushing, fighting. Is he close to the plane? Is he in? He's not down at the 1 second down and goal. I played college football 25, and in the game I was a 5-star recruit and went to Kent State because it's funny. They didn't start me even though I was the best player in the game. Oh my gosh. There we go, second goal. Raven showing blitz, looking to hand off the middle to Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. All right. Let's see. Let me go ahead and grab a drink. Ooh, I'm on my last bubbly. Thankfully, I brought some more down. Because right now, I am like out of bubbly. Gotta get some more down here. Gotta get some more into the studio. So here we go, waiting for the PAT. Sonic and Knuckles. Yep, it was a touchdown to Sonic. And the PAT is up and good. I will update it once I get my fridge. All right. There we go. The Ravens getting ready to get the ball down by 7 here at home on a big Monday night football game. This is going to be massive. Let's go ahead and update that arrow real quick. All right. Let's see. Taking a look. Take a look over on X while we have a little bit of time. Let's see. Taking a look. Oh no, U-Tree! What are you doing, buddy? Oh no. NFL memes posted Giants 0-3, Jets 0-3. This is the worst September in New York history. And U-Tree hops on and pipes up saying, I think New York may have had worse Septembers in their past. Oh, he didn't say it, but he said it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Taking a look. And just, taking a look over on X, seeing if we got any news as we are waiting for the Ravens to get the ball. Let's see. Let's see. Wishing her. Yep. Not really too much going on right about now, just as we are rolling here back in Baltimore. How's the Aaron Rodgers experience going? Steeler Nation, let's ride. I know that's Russell Wilson's thing, but it's been a ride. Manic high week 1, plunging down week 2, rolling back up week 3. But here we go, the kick is up and away, and it's going to be touching in the landing zone touchback, so it's going to be at the 20. Okay. Oh. Let me take a look. So here we go. First down and 10. Giants country. Let's cry. Yes. Yes. There we go. Lamar under center. Trips right. Single left. Henry the back. Going to take the snap. Going to hand off. No, not hand off. Looking to throw. Loads up to the outside. That's going to be caught. That's dangerous. To the 35. To the 39 for a first down, Ravens. Mark Andrews right out of the gate here for the Ravens. Whew. All right. So here we go. First down and 10 now for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Mark Andrews out on the sideline here. In the I formation. Double right, double left, and there's a jump by Aiden Hutchinson. Gonna cost the Lions. I'm still waiting to get a stream deck in here at one point, because then as soon as the penalty goes, we just go dun 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 dun. Like, just have like the Law and Order, like you just hit it and then Law and Order goes as we wait for the penalty. That would be pretty funny, I think. I think that's something I want to add. I'm looking to get that so I can have some like sound effects, that kind of stuff. You know, when we talk about the Bears still suck. First and 5 now for the Ravens in the I formation. Still going to look to run it out to the outside with Henry. Pushing and fighting for yardage. Tumbling down to the 49 of the Lions for a first down, Ravens. All right. We can still play it today, because sometimes I think the Cowboys suck even more. That's just like saying the 17 Browns beat the 09, I think it was, Lions, 08, 09 Lions, whatever it was. They still suck. But Lamar going to keep it himself, running to the near side, down to the 45, down to the 40, slides at the 38 for a first down, Ravens. This high-flying offense is on the move yet again here. Like we expected, this is a high-flying offensive showdown here. We're still waiting on a Derrick Henry touchdown. Hopefully we can get that soon. Also, at one point, I want to have a button for the Steeler Polka. Like, you know, because last year, when I was doing some streams on a different channel and the Steelers were playing, the Steelers got a touchdown. I start, you know, doing a dance to the Steeler Polka. But here we go, going to hand off up the middle to Mark Andrews, or not a handoff, passing to Mark Andrews up the near side, down to the 29. Defensive game watch, I don't know about that. We're seeing some opening touchdowns here. Please tell me this isn't like last Monday night's Texans-Buccaneers, where it's touchdown, 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 offense dies. Because that was not fun last week. So here we go. Second down and 2 coming up for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Lamar in the gun. Henry to his left. Double right. Single left. Actually now going to go trips right. Single left. Takes the snap. Going to hand off to Henry up the middle. Pushing and fighting. And he goes. They're going to give him a yard. I don't even know if he got a yard. But they're giving him a yard. For a third down and 1. I do think this is 4-down territory for the Ravens. You know it's going to be an offensive shootout. You know you can't afford to go for a field goal here. So, my bet is that it is 4-down territory for sure. And here we go. Taking a look at that defense here. Kelvin Shepard in his first season as the Lions defensive coordinator. And going to hand off at the middle to Henry, down to the 15, or 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Derrick Henry. And that is what we needed, baby. Offside on the defense, but it's not going to matter. Play still stands. Penalty decline. So we just got our Derrick Henry touchdown leg down. Let's go. Let's go. Which is big. It is big for me. Because again, we're trying to hit our first ever Jason's picks. And this would be one to hit on. Again, as a refresher, we just got the Derrick Henry touchdown. We also have Jared Goff throwing for 250. Lamar Jackson throwing for 200. Zay Flowers going for 70. Amon-Ra for 70. And David Montgomery with 2 receptions. We placed $20 on it because they had a little promo going on where they did a safety net bet. So, we take advantage of that. Worst case scenario, I get the money for next week's games. PAT was good, by the way. You go ahead and flip that arrow around here real quick. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, dropping a like and subscribe are 2 great ways to show your support. Again, I am forever grateful to you guys. This season, we've already doubled our subscriber count since the start of the season. We've more than doubled it, actually. So, it'll be great and pretty cool if we could hit 250 subs by the end of week 6. That's kind of our little goal here. So we got about 3 more weeks to do it. But hey, 3 more weeks, why not start today? Oh, boy. So taking a look over here. Again, we'll take a little bit of a look on X while we have a little bit of time. Because you never know what you'll find. That's how we found out a couple of times last night. Yeah, that was not a good call by Chris Collinsworth last night. So, let me take a look. As we're looking at the radar update. Okay, so yeah, we got a little bit more rain coming through tonight. That's not going to be fun. Oh, man. But yeah, this has been a fun game so far. This has been a fun game so far. If you guys are enjoying the game, let me know. Let me know your thoughts over in the chat. I do want to hear what you guys have to say. Now, Lions are going to have their chance to respond in kind from the Ravens touchdown to get their lead back. Let me actually take a look real quick at our stats so that we can also see where we're at in terms of that. We take a look here at the box score. So, Jared Goff has 55 yards. Passing. Lamar Jackson has 27 passing. Amon-Ra St. Brown has a couple of one reception for 7 yards. And nothing for Zay Flowers so far. So here we go. Jared Goff, the former Ram when he used to be called Jared Goof. Ready to take this field back. And he's talking it over with his coach, so gets the game plan for this drive. But the kick is up and away, received at the 3, to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, 20, to the 25, 30, to the 32. He slides with number 29, and I don't have a call for him. So here we go, 5.5 to go in this first quarter, and the Lions are back out on the field. So here we go. Ready to see what Jared Goff and the Lions have basically stored up. Taking a look at Derrick Henry and his numbers compared to last week against Cleveland. The Browns have a good defense this year. Like, the Browns are going to be a team that's going to trip people up, in my opinion. But here we go. Double left, double right. Going to take the snap, going to look to throw. Pressure coming, dumps off to Gibbs, incomplete. But it was thrown forward. Yeah, good. It was an incomplete forward pass. I was about to say, they're not going to give him a loss of yardage on that. They're saying it was a live ball. That was a forward pass, brother. Let's see. He throws it from there. They called it back, and the Lions have lost 9 yards on that. That is BS. Second and 19. Going to hand off to the near side. Here comes Gibbs trying to find somewhere to go, and they lost another yard. Whoa. Looking at that first down pass here, was it a forward pass? Goff throws it at the 23. And it's first touched right at. Man, so it was too close. They wouldn't have changed it because it was too much of a lateral. 3rd down and 19 coming up. Goff in the gun, trips left, single right, Gibbs the back. Ravens showing blitz, dropping 5 back though. Looking to throw to the near side, caught by Gibbs. Going up to the 25, to the 30, and that is it, and the Lions have to punt it. Wow. That was big. But again, I think it was a hair forward, but there wasn't enough to overturn it even if a challenge did happen, according to the rules analyst. But I don't know. I totally think that was BS. I think the Lions just got screwed there on that one. So, I don't know. I don't know. But the punt is up and away, received at the 15, returning to the 20, to the 25, to the 26, and that is it. Just slammed down by Vaki. We got True North. Stellar's got a Super Bowl. Hold on. Where's my super shoot? It's somewhere. Where's my terrible towel? Ever since I moved this chair, I don't have my terrible towel. But imagine it's a terrible towel. Stellar's got a Super Bowl. I'll go on a Super Bowl. Where'd my terrible towel go? I haven't had my terrible towel since I moved this chair into place. Or we can go Irish Go World Series. Irish Go World Series. Oh, man. Yeah, let me actually go ahead and toss this bubbly box over there because it's empty. The rest of mine are, thrown over in the fridge. But yeah, just taking a look again over on X as we have a little bit of time in between. Let's see. The Lions are the Bears are a road underdog this week coming up. Let's see. This dude's posting a picture of a spoon thing. It's going to get higher ratings than Jimmy Kimmel's show. That part is probably true. But yeah. Najee Harris done for the year with a torn Achilles officially. Wow. Wow. Aaron Donald, just a freak of nature. Still has the strength. Let me see. Taking a look again as we have some time, as we are back now. Ravens have their second possession here, and this is going to be their window to open up this game like a wine bottle. Will they let Lamar Jackson uncork it like a wine bottle, or will they go ahead and go for the running game like sabering a bottle? Would Taylor Swift play better than Travis? Part of me would love to see Taylor Swift play football, because at least then she wouldn't be able to sing. Sorry, I'm not a big fan of her, and the NFL just shoved her way too much in our faces. But here we go, tight big man personnel here. Lamar into center, Zay Flowers on the low, on the outside, looking to throw. This looks like a design pass to Flowers, but it goes nowhere, chucking it over the middle to the tight end, up to the 34, number 88 on the reception. That is going to be Charlie Kolar with his first reception of the year, and I almost took him for a reception tonight. I chose against it, but I almost did. Let's see. Travis Swift or Taylor Kelsey? It's not going to be Travis Swift. I'm sorry. And a run on 2nd and 3 goes nowhere. But yeah. I think it's going to be like one of those marriages where like nobody actually changes their names. You know, don't like celebrities do that or something like that. Like if a celebrity marries another celebrity, none of them change their name. They just are married, and nobody changes their name. Like isn't that a thing or something like that? Like I don't know. But here we go, 3rd down and 3. Lamar in the gun. I think we know who wears the pants in that relationship. As Lamar overthrows Justice Hill. 4th and 3. Well, here comes another punt. Dang it, tromboner, you called it. You spoke it into existence. You spoke it into existence. So here we go. The punt from the 34 is up and away. Returning is Khalif Raymond all the way back at the 3 or the 2. There's a flag to the 5 and down at the 7. There is a flag. It's all Rasputin. Deflecting the blame. That's all I hear is deflecting the blame. Let's see. There's the flag. Holding is half the distance of the goal, so they're going to be at the 3.5-yard line. So here we go. We want to see the ball move. We want to see the ball move. Let's see. Just taking a look as we have a little bit of time again. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Pens are playing their first preseason game tonight. How are they playing? They're up 1-0 at the end of the second. We might have to take a look at that in between. I think it's 40. Where can I watch the game? Can you, like, not watch preseason on TV? How to watch? Let's see. Dang, NHL Network. So I want to see if I can flip in between this and that as we have a little bit of time. We are back here in Baltimore. Ah, there's the game. That's how we can watch it. I have that now set as the last, so I can just flip in between them real quick. It's not on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. I just checked that. They're replaying a classic 2005 hockey game between the Pens and Flyers. So here we go. 1st down and 10 coming up for the Lions. David Montgomery is the back. Let's get a Montgomery reception. Come on. Let's get one of our 2 we need. 1st and 10. Goff going to hand off up the middle to Montgomery. Pushing and fighting his way. Picks up about 5. We're going to give him credit for 4. Up to the 6 from the 2. Only 6 more Pirates games left, then the pain will go away. No, then the pain will begin of the Pen season. Actually, the pain will continue with the Steelers season and then bleed into the Pen season, because probably by the time the Steelers season ends, the Pens will be pretty close to elimination, knowing them. I'm hoping for the best. I really am, but I think the Pens is they're just getting too old, I think. And there's a flag on the play on the handoff to Montgomery. Losing a yard. Probably maybe an offside, considering they didn't blow it dead. Maybe on the defense. Let's see what they call. On Vinovich. Never mind. Illegal formation is declined. So 3rd and long coming up now for the Lions. But yeah, after the Pirates season ends, we have the Penguins to worry about. And the Steelers. Although I did actually make some, let me see here. I'll give it a minute here. 3rd and 7 here. Goff in the gun, trips left, single right. Montgomery is the back. And Goff gonna take the snap. Ravens showing blitz. They are sending the house over the near side. Gonna be caught. First down, Sam Laporta to the 16. 1st and 10. But yeah, I did make some NHL banners. So we're gonna try and cover some hockey games throughout the hockey season as well. So let me actually go ahead and... I need a Reds playoff run. Well, for your sake, hopefully they can. The Pens aren't in it. Or the Pirates aren't in it. Drag this into here. 1st down and 10 coming up, and this will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. All right. How are the Reds actually doing? Let me check MLB. Playoff picture. Let's see. I don't really follow the MLB because the Pirates just kind of suck. Oh, good luck. Good luck. If it ended today, if the postseason started today, y'all be playing the Dodgers. Ugh. I don't envy that. I don't envy that. Let's see. Take a look at standing. Postseason league. Well, you're still you need a little bit of help. You might need a little bit of help from your team to get a little bit further in. You know, our 3-game series rotation is Hunter, Green, Nickelodeon, and Andrew Abbott. You see, that doesn't mean as much to me because I don't follow baseball as much. I follow the Pirates to the extent that I know that they suck. I don't really follow the rest of the MLB that much. But it's just, I know that the Dodgers have a strong team. So it's going to be a little bit tough, potentially. But I still wish the Reds the best. I know a couple of other Reds fans as well, so you know. Oh, 2 lefties. Ooh, that could be scary for batters. Yeah, that could really be scary for batters. But let me go ahead and go NHL banners. And extract here. Let me go ahead and find that. Where's NHL banners? I can't find NHL banners. Extract files. There it is. So here we go. 1st down and 10 coming up now for the Lions from the 15. Goff under center. Double left single. Right takes a snap. Looking to throw. Having time. Checks to Montgomery up to the 20. Pushing. Dancing around to the near side. To the 20. To the 25. To the 27. First down, Lions. So that is one reception, Montgomery. We need one more for that line to hit as well. Let's go. Let's go. Folder, all right. So here we go. First down and 10 from the 28. Looking to throw is Goff. Pressure coming, dancing, running in himself to the 30. Gives himself up at the 33. Let me move those. A new window. So I want to show you guys some of the banners I've been working on. All right, so here we go. Second down and 5. Goff under center. Takes the snap, gonna hand or toss back here to Gibbs, and he's gonna lose a couple down at the 30. Third and 8 coming up. Move those to banners. All right, let's see. Oregon versus Penn State and Georgia versus Alabama this week. Those will be some pretty interesting games. Unfortunately, I don't think that I'll be going live for those, so I got to get ready to actually, for something I got going the week after, so. Third and 8 coming up, though. Goff in the gun. Montgomery the back to his left. Trips right, single left. Ravens showing blitz. Looking like they're going to send the house. They only send 4. Looking to throw his Goff over the middle to the near side to Laporta. Down at the 47 for a first down, Lions. I'll show you guys some of the home banners I have. I'll show you in some of them. I'll show you in 6. I got 6 banners I could show you, and we'll show you guys at the commercial break. I picked them out. They're home banners. So here we go. First down and 10 coming up now for the Lions. Goff under center. Montgomery is the back. Double right, double left. Ravens in a tight 4-3. Going to take the snap. Going to hand off. Montgomery pushing and fighting, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he does. Second and 10 coming up. So yeah, I followed the same formula for these ones. Like for these ones for the NFL, because I really loved the way they turned out. So here we go. Second down and 10 coming up now for the Lions here. Looking at Zach Orr in his second season, I believe they said, with the Ravens as defensive coordinator. Goff under center, trips left, single right. Montgomery's the back, and a pitch back to Montgomery to the near side, to the 45, to the 50, fighting for yardage down to the 48, 47. Half yard short. You have a third down and half a yard coming up. Definitely 4 down territory for Dan Gamble and his gambling Lions. And here we get ready to rock and rodeo. Let's see. They're just taking a look at that run again. Just a beautiful run there. But here we go. Goff under center. Gibbs is the back. Tight formation. Double left, double right. Takes the snap. Going to hand off. Gibbs up the middle. Fighting. Gets the first down. Definitely. Is about half a yard forward up to the 46. Okay. While we wait for the next one, I'll bring these in. These are some of the banners I have. I'll put them over here for the time being. We'll take a look at them here as we have a break. First down and 10 though coming up. Gibbs is the back to the right of Goff. Double left, double right. Ravens showing blitz. Takes the snap. Gonna send 6. Looking to throw. Goff pressure. Dumps off to the running back. And that's going to be close to a first down, but there's a flag. I was waiting for the flag. This is the Kings banner I got. I like it. It's like black with a little bit of gray. We got the Flyers one. Another beauty. The Penguins one, just a classic. It's illegal contact on Kyle Hamilton is the flag, by the way. I love the Kraken's color I chose. That, like, light blue. Oh, that cyan is beautiful. Then we have the Sharks. Classic. And Utah. Another beauty. I'm looking forward to covering some hockey this year. It'll be fun. But second down and 1 coming up now for the Lions in the I formation with 2 fullbacks going to hand off to a fullback to the outside. That's actually Montgomery down to the 29. They lined up Montgomery as a fullback. I'm going to the Whiteout Saturday. It should be a good game. I would expect it to be a good game. I definitely would expect it to be a good one. So here we go. First down and 10 coming up. Montgomery is going to be the back in the game. Let's get another pass to David. Come on. Pass to David. Trips left, single right. Goff under center. 9.5 to go in the second quarter here with the Lions driving. Montgomery the back. Ravens in a tight 4-3. Or 4-4, actually. And they're going to hand off to Montgomery up the middle. Pushing, fighting. Down to the 20, down to the 19 for a Lions. First down. Just like that. All right, I have the wrong marker in my hand. Oh yeah, we are getting ready here for what is sure to be a good drive here. The Lions are doing a great job moving this ball and pushing it. I just inadvertently did that. I didn't want to do that. So here we go. First down and 10 for the Lions. Goff under center. Montgomery the back. Tight formation. It's actually Gibbs. My bad. Going to hand off to Gibbs to the near side. Pushing, fighting. Getting about 2, maybe 1. Down to about the 18. All right. Let's see. Just taking a look over here. But yeah, just absolutely beautiful play there. Ugh. Second down and 9 coming up now for the Lions here as they're trying to push 14 plays, 80 yards, 8.5 minutes off the clock from the 18 of the Ravens. Goff under center going to hand off to Gibbs up the middle. Pushing and fighting down to the 11, and that's going to set up a third down and 1.5. Got a touchdown from Henry. Now need Montgomery to score. Hey. We got a Henry touchdown as well. Jason's curse, picks. We have a Derrick Henry touchdown. Goff to throw for 250. Lamar to throw for 200. Zay Flowers going for 70. Amon-Ra going for 70. And David Montgomery to get 2 receptions. So I would not mind a receiving touchdown for David Montgomery here. But we got to get Zay Flowers and Amon-Ra St. Brown going. Those are the only 2 I feel a little bit on edge about right now. Play clock winding down. Goff under center 2. 1, takes the snap, Goff pushing, and he gets the first down. The Lions are doing a very long, slow, and methodical drive here. A beautiful drive, almost a 10-minute drive. 16 plays, 89 yards, almost 10 minutes off the clock. Laporta needs to score. Hey, I want a passing touchdown to David Montgomery here. But he's not even on the field. Looking to throw. Having time. Dumps off over the middle to Gibbs. He's going to be short. Just short. Yeah, he's about 3/4 of a yard short. Oh, excuse me. He's about 3/4 of a yard short. So here we go. Second down and goal for the Lions. From the 1. Just inside the 1. Maybe the 1. We'll see where they spot it. At the half-yard line. Goff in the gun. Montgomery goes right. Big man personnel. Takes the snap. Going to hand off to Montgomery. Is he in? They're saying he's... One official says he's in, the other says he's short. They're going to have to talk about this one. They're ruling a touchdown. Yeah, he's in. He's in. That is touchdown. Looking at the replay, that is without a doubt a touchdown. Wowzers. Whew. Now the Ravens are going to have to go up-tempo here. The Ravens have got to go up-tempo. We still need David Montgomery to get another reception, though. Touchdown has been confirmed. Let's see. Look at my bets. Oh, I can cash out for $12.55 because Jared Goff has 3 rush attempts. And the PAT is good. I'm going to be watching this one quick. If Zay Flowers doesn't get involved this drive, I think I'm going to cash this one out. The safety net bet I can cash out for $6.54. We need Zay Flowers to get involved. Now we need Zay Flowers to get involved this drive. And I got to get my hands on that. Fireball Blazing Apple. So here we go, ready to see what the Ravens can do in response. Goff has 116 passing yards. But I want to see what Zay Flowers does this drive before I decide to cash out that bet. Because right now I can cash out the Zay Flowers bet for $12.78. Essentially, it's betting on, will Zay Flowers get 50 or more receiving yards? So, so we'll have to see. But I think the Ravens are going to have to go up tempo here because they only got 6 minutes to work with. So you're going to see some passes. Which will be good because then I can get Zay Flowers involved. Hopefully the Lions can come out with the passing game in the third quarter. Get Amon-Ra St. Brown going. So, we're chilling. We are chilling. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take a look back again over on X. Actually, in a minute, let's actually see. Can we see some of the Pens playing? Yeah, we can watch a little bit of the Pens game. It's tied 1-1. Preseason hockey in Montreal. As we're waiting on the other game to get back. Delayed penalty on the Penguins. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So here we go. We are back for ESPN for Monday Night Football, ready to see what the Baltimore Ravens can do in response. They are going to have just under 6 minutes to go in the half to try and get themselves a touchdown here and tie this thing back up. So the kick is up and away. Both teams have 3 timeouts received at the 6, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, 35, to the 40, to the 45, down to the 49. A huge return for the Ravens. And they're going to be starting near midfield. Wow. Wow. So here we go. First down and 10 coming up for the Ravens. Man. First down and 10 coming up now for the Ravens. Lamar Going to hand off to Henry up the middle, pushing, fighting, and tumbling down to the 47, gain of 4. All right, the Lions' offensive line just completely sweaty and all that right now after that long drive. Again, that was an over 10-minute drive. So here we go, 2nd down and 6 coming up now for the Ravens. Lamar in the gun, trips left, single, right is Flowers. Lamar trying to read this defense, ends Hill out, gonna look to throw. Pressure coming, Lamar choosing to run it. Flowers could have had a chance, but instead he chose to run it, and it's a 3rd down and 6 coming up. Jake Bates, looking at that return, Jake Bates saved a touchdown. Man. So 3rd down and 6 coming up now. Lamar in the gun. Double left. Double right. It looks like double left, double right here. 3rd and 6. Lamar takes the snap, looking to throw. Pressure starting to build. He's dancing around. Loads up to the outside. And that's going to be caught by Rashad Bateman for the 1st down. We want Zay Flowers. Flowers. They are locking up Zay Flowers right now, and I don't like it. So here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Ravens. Lamar trying to read this defense here in the gun. Trips right, single left, takes the snap, looking to throw. Having time, loads up on the far corner. Caught. Down, 1st and goal at the 4. But we're not getting Zay Flowers involved. I'm going to hold off on the cash out. Wow. Wow, that was number 81 on the reception. I don't have him. I think his name was Walker. And they're going to run with Henry up the middle. Down to the 1. The Ravens are in the interest of burning time. I'm considering taking a timeout here, letting the Ravens get the touchdown now. That way you have 3 minutes to work with, but they're not. They're going to let the Ravens burn this time down. Man. So here we go. Lamar under center. Going to hand off to Henry up the middle. Stopped him again. 3rd and goal. They'll take this actually down to the 2-minute warning. Man. So we'll see. They're going to take this down to the 2-minute warning, it looked like. We're going to go ahead and take a look over at the Penguins while we're at a commercial break there. And see what this Penguins team can do in the preseason. First game of the year. It's not going to be one. The Canadians now trying to take the puck into the offensive end. 1-1. We're calling both games right now as the Pens are trying to push it out. We're calling the Penguins preseason and the Lions-Ravens football game. As the Penguins are fighting for possession to get it out. And they get it out of the zone successfully. Here comes a chance for the Penguins. The odd man rush. 3-on-2. Shot not going to get past the goalie. Fowler. We're calling both games. Why not? I don't see any objections in the chat. We'll take a look at how far out we are. We're still at the commercial break, I think. These are the nights I like, where I can cover multiple games. Let's see. Do we have anything else on X? Let's see. Again, just kind of taking a look a little bit. Kids, you never know what we'll find. Let's see. Back over here. We are ready to rock and roll here. We should be coming back soon. Meantime, we'll take a look at the Penguins here. As they're in the offensive end, trying to make an opportunity shot. Not going to get home. The puck in the end as the Pens are trying to get something going offensively. And the Canadians going to send it out. Out now. Going the other way, but not much going to have on the offensive chance here. Maybe shot. Not going to get home. A chance shot. Not going to get home. Out of play, and now we'll go back to Monday Night Football. As we got back just in time for the 3rd down and goal situation here for the Ravens. We just called a little bit of hockey. Now we're back into football mode. 3rd and goal from the half-yard line. Lamar going to pitch out to Henry to the near side. Pushing, fighting, denied again. 4th and goal. Timeout, Lions. Timeout, Lions. Timeout, Lions. Timeout, Lions. Timeout, Lions. Timeout, Lions. Lions. Stupid decisions. 4th and goal going for Lamar St. And the Lions take over at the 21. Jack Campbell made that happen, but still, why would you? Okay, can anyone in the chat tell me why Dan Campbell didn't take a timeout there? Like, is there like a legitimate reason why Dan Campbell did not choose to take a timeout? Like, bro, the play was still going. You have 3 timeouts. Why not take a timeout and save yourself 30 seconds? Then let the Ravens burn that 30 seconds, you know? If I'm the coach, I'm immediately calling that timeout with 1:55 to go. Play runs down, and you're talking maybe 1:48 instead of 1:22. You're talking almost 30 seconds. You're talking an extra 26 seconds. That's almost like what happened in the Dolphins game. I'm like, time out. Because the coaches don't know how to call timeouts. And I stand by that. That was a stupid decision by Dan Campbell. It might pay off in the end, but it was still a stupid decision in my opinion. Dan Campbell is a super Chad. He doesn't save games and he doesn't take timeouts. Yeah, but like still, that's just leaving potential points on the table. If Dan Campbell and the Lions don't score here due to time constraints, I'm blaming that timeout not taken. No doubt in my mind. That could very easily, if the Lions can't get downfield, that can come back to haunt them easily. Easily. Lamar Jackson, though, at 78 yards passing now. And with the Ravens being down, they're going to have to pass the ball. Well, I'm fine with them being down. Nope, Pens are at commercial too. We're going to hang around here. So we are back here. The Lions taking over at the 21. And we'll see. So first down and 10. Goff in the gun. Double left, double right. Gibbs is the back. And let's see. You have a minute 24 to go. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Pressure starting to build. Goff going to load up to the near side. Incomplete, intended for Gibbs. 2nd and 10. Flag on the play. Probably an offensive hold. No, illegal contact on Marlon Humphrey. Free 5 yards and free first down. Wow. Yeah, that was a bit too much contact there. So here we go, first down and 10. Goff in the gun, Gibbs to his left. Sends Amon-Ra in motion, looking to throw. Having time. Pressure starting to build, though. Dancing to the near side. Checks down to the near side, throws it away. Minute 12. So we'll see here. The Lions just trying to, move this ball. So here we go. Trips right, single left. Gibbs the back to the left of Goff, who is in the gun. Ravens showing blitz. Goff, Ravens really going into the blitz, takes the snap, looks to throw. Comes off to the near side. And Adafe Owe right there. They're saying they're letting him play on. It was a forward pass. We're going to let it play on. Teddy Buchanan got the touchdown, but it's not going to stand because they just let the play go on, just in case. Oh, boy. Man. So 3rd and 10 with a minute 10 to go. Lions got to get something going here. So here we go. 3rd and 10. Goff in the gun. Trips right. Single left. Gonna take the snap. Pitches out to the outside to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he loses half a yard. Ravens take a timeout. Oh, that was not good. Let's see. So here comes the punt to the Ravens. And the punt is almost blocked, but it's up and away. Flags down, received to the 31, to the 35, to the 40, to the 41. Waiting on that flag. Holding on the Lions. Adding 10 yards to the run. Oh, boy. Wow. We'll see. look over on X again while we have a little bit of time. Got Tony in the chat saying, "Go Lions." Hey, man. I picked the Ravens, but I do want the Lions to win because that puts the Ravens further down in the race for the AFC North. Of course, yeah, I'm fully with you, man. I am fully with you. Let's see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's the Steelers' year. It's the Steelers' year with Aaron Rodgers. As long as I am wearing this hat, they are unstoppable. I have worn this hat all week one. They won. I wore Qs 1 and 4 yesterday, and they won. I didn't wear it in Qs 2 and 3 yesterday, and I didn't wear it at all during week 2, and the Steelers lost. So this hat will carry the Steelers to victory when it is on my head. The Steelers are going to go to Super Bowl, if I have anything to say about it. I'm not superstitious. You're superstitious. Oh, boy. Let's see. Taking a look over on X again while we have a little bit of time. As we are back, ready to go with the Ravens to get possession. If the Ravens are going to advance the ball, I need Zay Flowers. We want Zay. Let's go, Zay. Lamar in the gun. Flowers on a one-on-one, I believe on the near side. Yep, going to bring him in, tighten him into the formation, looking to throw, having time. Lamar scrambling, dancing, has room to run to the 45-40, down to the 36. He goes out of bounds. And goes out of bounds. The Ravens still have 2 timeouts with 48 ticks left. Well, we want to see Zay Flowers. Man. Are you not allowed to show the game? Yeah, I can't show the game for copyright. I just call it. I don't want to, deal with copyright, anything like that. But Lamar Jackson looking to throw. Pressure off the edge. Big time. Lamar dancing around. Still pressure going out to the near side. Trying to find something. Finds a check down. And picks up a couple with Justice Hill, but that's it. But he did get out of bounds. That is the big thing. He got out of bounds. Second down coming up. All right. So here we go. 2nd and 6 now coming up for the Ravens. The Lions defensive coordinator, Kelvin Shepard. First season as Lions defensive coordinator. He was with the Lions for 21-24. Getting ready to call up his big play here. And let's see. It looks like Terry Arnold is going to be on Zay Flowers. That's a big matchup to watch because they've been targeting Terry and Arnold this year. A lot teams have. As Lamar looks to throw. Having time. Loads up for the outside corner. It's caught. First down and 10. DeAndre Hopkins. Zay Flowers is in the end zone. Not targeted because, of course, he isn't. Because anytime Jason picks a player on his Jason's picks, it's actually a Jason's curse. Ugh. Wow. So here we go. First down and 10 for the Ravens. Seeing what they can do as Lamar is getting the passing game going. So let's see. 1st and 10 from the 19. Flowers on a one-on-one on the near side. Lamar takes a snap, looking to throw. Goes deep to the outside. And there's a flag intended for DeAndre Hopkins. DPI on the Lions is going to bring up a 1st and goal. I think that's going to be around somewhere around the 1 to 5 yard line. It was definitely, I don't know that it happened in the end zone, but it happened close. So spot foul. Right about the 5. Let's see. The chasing curse is 100%. Bro, no. I did not curse the Oilers. I have been live with my team that I'm pulling for, and they've won multiple times. So first and goal here. Again, we're not getting Zay Flowers involved. So first and goal for the Ravens. Down at the 3. Lamar takes the snap, looking to throw to the outside. Caught for the easy touchdown, Rashad Bateman. And just like that, the Ravens are about ready to tie this thing up. Lions, depending on their return, they could do something, so be careful. The Lions could throw up a couple deep shots. I know it's not what we want to see, man, but hey, the Lions do have 24 ticks and 3 timeouts. That is an eternity. 24 ticks with 3 timeouts is a while. You can get a couple of quick plays off. You can launch it maybe 15 yards, 15 yards, 15 yards. Bam, that's 45 yards. You're talking you're talking field goal there. Take the lead into the half. So I'm not fazed too much by that. And the PAT is up and good. And again, the Lions will have a chance. They're going to have 24 seconds. And Goff is actually warming up the arms. They are going to try and go for something. Barring anything crazy. So. I'm going to grab myself another one of these. Calls have been my saving grace on these streams. Hashtag not sponsored. But it saved my voice. Look at how when Jason Kelce was a band member tonight. Kind of crazy. All right. So here we go. Go ahead and move over here as the Ravens getting ready to send this one away to the Lions. Oh, the ball fell off the tee. Okay, this hat's coming off for the night. Steelers aren't playing. So here we go. Kick is up and away. Received at the 3, to the 5, 10, 15, 20. Cutting across the 25, to the 30, to the 33. 18 seconds left. You're talking this. They're going to go for it. Dan Campbell will be stupid to not try for stuff. He'd be stupid to not try for stuff. For sure. For sure. So here we go. Ready to see what the Detroit Lions can do here. First and 10. From the 33, Goff in the gun, double left, double right. And that is Gibbs the back to the left. And let's see, Goff taking the snap, looking to throw. Loads up over the outside, going to be caught by Khalif Raymond. And here comes a timeout for the Lions. "13 seconds. You still have time. 2nd and 6. You still have a little bit more yardage to go, but you still got time. You still got a couple plays. They're cutting back over to Troy Aikman and Joe Buck. Ugh. All right. Tesla's been doing insane. I saw that. Like, Tesla's been just booming. Absolutely booming. So here we go. Goff in the gun from the 37. His own 37. Trips left. Single right. And let's see. Take the snap. Looking to throw to the near side. Caught. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown. Timeout again with 7 seconds left. Let's see, how long until sorry. How long until there's a Super Bowl in Saudi Arabia? What decade? It ain't going to happen. The Saudis would have to put up so much money for the NFL to do it. But again, everything has a price. The Saudis have the money. So, I mean, it's possible, but I don't know if the Saudis have the interest. They might. I mean, again, they got a lot of oil money, so the Crown Prince can do pretty much whatever he wants because they got the money for it. I mean, look at that, 600-foot tall coaster or something like that they're building purely for a tourist attraction? The 3rd and 3 here. Goff in the gun. Trips right. Single left. Gibbs the back to the left of Goff. They're going to be trying to strike for about 30 yards here, I would imagine. And a timeout, Ravens. But I still think we're a couple decades off from a Saudi Arabia Super Bowl. But it is possible if they really want to make the investment. So, let me take a look over on X while we are waiting here. Oh, boy. Oh, let's see. But here we go. 3rd down and 3 from their own 40. Lions ready to go here. Trips right, single left. Williams the back to the left of Goff, who is in the gun. 7 seconds left and 1 timeout for the Lions. You got to think at least 30 yards here with 1 second left. Looking to throw. Goff having time over the outside. Going to be caught. Goes down to the 48. Timeout taken. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown. 58. You're talking a 65-yarder, but they might go for it. They might be crazy enough to go. They're going for the kick. Looking at Jack Bates, a 58-yard career long. This could be an official NFL record. Here we go. Here we go. This is going to be a 66-yard attempt for the Lions and Jack Bates. The Ravens will have the ball at the end of the half. Right now, this is Lions driving, as noted by the arrow. But the Ravens will get the ball at the start of the second half. And the Ravens do take a timeout. But this would be for the record. Because remember, that 70-yarder that was hit in the preseason by the Jaguars kicker did not count towards records. Looking at pregame, he went for a 60-yarder, and he has the leg. He has the leg for this. The question is, will he hit it? Let's see. Field goals of 60-plus yarders last season was, or in the second season so far, I guess, was 0 for 1. The Ravens have a returner in Webster. This is a 67-yard attempt here. And here we go. This is for the NFL record. And the kick is up. It's wide. It's wide, no good. But that will take us to the half. Go ahead and take that arrow out. It was wide left. We'll go ahead and give all the timeouts back real quick. And let's go ahead and update this over to HALF. And now we're at the ha. Oh, wait. It's the half. And while we're at the half, let me take a look. Are the Pens still playing? The Penguins are. We can take a look at the Penguins at their first preseason game. 3-on-3 overtime. Oh, boy. The Pens win the draw to start the overtime. Here we're going to call a little bit of hockey in the time being as we're at the half. And the Penguins in their own defensive end trying to find somewhere to go. And they're going to be able to move that ball off. All right, you're going to be back. All right, fair enough, man. But here we go. The Penguins now at the offensive end. It is an even strength match at 3-on-3, passing around the back of the zone, trying to find a lane to move up. And they can't really find too much, trying to take it behind the net. Back around to the near side. And takes it out of the zone. They're going to send it back and around in to the near side. Waiting for new players. Tries then shot. Not going to go home. Takes it around the net. And the Canadians will get possession. And now they're going to send it around down the near side. Looking to take it into the offensive end for the Canadians. And they pull it back. Going to do a line change real quick. And taking a look now. The Penguins trying to get this puck back as the Canadians take it back behind the net in their own zone with Evans. Trying to move that puck up now. Having a bit of a charge. Trying to take it into the net. Cuts back quickly. Trying to find somewhere to go. Loses control of the puck. The Penguins trying to take it away in the defensive end. And they do. They do. Going to go ahead and now move the puck up a little bit. Going for a little bit of a change. 3.5 to go in the overtime period. Fans are not happy that the Pens are going for these line changes. And here we go. Trying to move into the offensive end now. Trying to pass around. Just goes ahead and slides back. Shot. Not going to get home. Back out to the far corner. Going to be retained by the Penguins. Going to try and keep it in the zone. Going to pass up. He will. Right in front of the net to number 85. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Passes wing to wing. Has a man trying to take it into the zone. And again, going to lose control of it. But a man loses the stick for the Canadians. Breaks it. And now the Penguins are moving into the offensive end. It's a 2-on-1. Here's a chance. Pass. Shot. Not going to go. Beautiful block by the goalie. And the puck goes skimming away down center ice. Oh, boy. Penguins trying to move the puck now through center ice. Let me go ahead and take a look at something real quick here. We got the, all right. And trying again here, trying to get that puck into the net here, moving around to the near side. Let's see, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Takes it out. So here we go. Penguins going to move it into the offensive end. Here comes a potential chance. Takes a shot and not going to get home. So we are at the half, waiting during the half. And while we're at half, we're talking Penguins Canadians in the preseason. Because we have a little bit of time. As we are looking at the Penguins in overtime against Montreal. 2 minutes to go in the period. Passing around, trying to move it up. Not going to get home, but they still have a chance. Shot, not going to get home. Oh, no, here comes the Canadians on a rush, but going to lose the puck. Oh, no, here comes another chance. Passing, shot. Oh, nice block by the goalie. Oh, man, so passing around to the near side, trying to find somewhere to go with it, moving around to the far side, gets a chance. Not able to get that puck off, but it's retained by the Canadians in the offensive end. 1.5 minutes left to go in the overtime period. Montreal going to pass it across center ice, trying to find somewhere to go. Passing wing to wing again. Just over a minute left in the overtime period. Stays in the offensive end under Canadians' possession. Into the corner and got a stoppage. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look over here on the channel as we are rolling here. So here we go. Pens in their first preseason game in overtime. 1.3 minutes to go. We have a face-off in the Pens defensive end. Let's go, Penguins, baby. Face-off going to be one. Trying to take it back in behind the net of their own zone. Passing across. Trying to take it out. And they can. It looks like. Moving into the offensive end. And the puck goes skittering away. And offside. We're keeping an eye on that halftime as well to see when that halftime ends. Don't worry, we're not going to miss a minute of the football action. You don't need to worry about that. Let's see. So here we go. Pens win the draw and moving into the offensive end, trying to find somewhere to go with it. But the Canadians take it back behind the net of their own zone. 45 seconds and rolling left in the overtime. As the Canadians taking it through to their defensive end, back through center ice. Now here they go on probably what might be their last push of the overtime period, trying to take it in. No, the Pens take it away. 30 seconds to go, trying to make their final push here, passing wing to wing in the defensive end, moving into the neutral zone. Pens now going to take possession in the neutral zone, yet again passing up vertically to the near side. Trying to take it into the offensive end. The Canadians steal it away with 18 to go in overtime. Taking it into the offensive end. Here comes a chance, a 2-on-1. Takes the shot, not going to get home. A rebound, not going to get home as well. Off the post, and the Pens are taking it the other way. 6 seconds left in the overtime period. Trying to find someone to go with it. And passing it across, takes the shot, not going to get through at the end of the overtime period. Oh boy. If you guys can't tell, I can't wait for hockey to come back. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Take a look over on X as well. All right. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Let's see. Getting ready here. They're getting ready for the shootout. We are keeping an eye on the timer. Just under 4 minutes to go till halftime ends. So we'll see. All right. Let me grab another drink for the second half. These are cool enough, I think. Yeah, they're cool enough. Add this. All right. Let's see. Here comes the shootout. Canadians will start first on the shootout here. Ivan Demidov. And it's not going to get home. We got John in the chat. How's it going, John? During the half, we're covering the Pens Canadians preseason game that is currently in a shootout at 1 apiece. So we're having fun with a little bit of preseason hockey action. And the Pens have a chance now in the shootout here. And here come the Penguins, ready to send it in, trying to get the shot off. Not going to get past Fowler. Getting into the second round now of the shootout here. We're not going to miss a minute of the football action, though. Let's see. Philly Mike saying Zay Flowers was helped to the locker room during halftime. I'll have to take a look. I'll have to take a look at that. And here we go. The Canadians ready to take this in for the second round of the shootout on the Penguins goalie shot. No, it's wide. Let's see. Beautiful, beautiful. Here we go, Penguins. They have a chance now. Tommy Novak ready to move this up against Fowler in the shootout. Moving on to the far side. Shot not going to go. Man. Let me see. Take a look back over here. So here comes Farrell ready to go for the Canadians. As halftime's almost over, so hopefully this game ends in the third round with the Pens win. Here comes Farrell for the Canadians on the shootout from the far side, moving to the near, working on the goalie, not gonna get in. It did! Whoa! Bro, the goalie had it! No! No! Bro, that is the worst kind of goal. When the goalie blocks it, but it bounces off the top of the pad and skitters in behind them. Oh my gosh, no! And the shot for the Pens, it's in! Goal for the Penguins! Los Penguinos! Let's go! And the Pens respond in kind. Now we're going to sudden death. Here we go. Montreal now trying to take it in to the offensive end. And the shot not going to go. No good. Let's go. Sergei Miroshov. Bit of a pain when he had the goal. He had the block and he just couldn't put it in. Like he had the block and it just skittered right over his shoulder back on into the net. And should have had the win. But here we go. Here comes the Pens' first round draft pick. Kindle taking it into the offensive end on the far side, moving to the near, deking in front of the goal. He has a chance. Oh, that was a great blocker save by Fowler. We're getting close to third quarter action, so we're getting back to the football here soon, but we're taking advantage of this and we're covering hockey while we can. Because I also made some new graphics for hockey as well, so whenever we cover a couple of games, you'll have graphics inspired by these down below. Here's Kapanen from Montreal, trying to get it in. And he does. Oh, no, he does. He punches it in. The Pens have to score a goal here, otherwise it is game over. You know what? It's not Penguins related, but we're going to put on the hat. Here we go, Penguins. Here we go. Avery Hayes ready to send this in. Shot. Nope. Pens loose. Back to football. Back to football. So here we go, getting ready for the third quarter of action. Zay Flowers, 0 targets tonight. We need him to be active. So the kick is up and away for the Ravens. Perfect timing. Received on the 1 to the 5 to the 10 to the 15 up to the 20. Trying to fight his way through the 25 to the 27. Just about. For a first down and 10 for the Ravens. All right. So here we go. Let's see. The Ravens now getting ready to move here. First down and 10. In the guns, Lamar Jackson. Henry to his right, trips left, single right. First and 10, Lamar taking the snap, looking to throw. Pressure building, dumps off to Henry. Up to the 30, to the 34, 33. They're going to spot it about the 33. Second down coming up for the Ravens. Los Ravinos. We want Flowers. We want Flowers. Flowers is pretty much the only one I'm really feeling iffy on right now. Flowers is the one I'm iffy on. So here we go, second down and 3. Lamar under center, tight formation. No Flowers on the field here this play. Going to take the snap, going to hand off to Henry to the near side. Pushing and fighting his way, third down and 1. Going to be coming up for the Ravens from the 41. Go ahead and update real quick. Amon-Ra St. Brown has 22 receivers. Jared Goff has 135 pass. All right, Lamar has 105. And let's see, there's a flag. They're saying it might be on the defense. Yep. Neutral zone infraction on number 51 on the Lions. That is not what you want to see. The highest career passer rating, Lamar Jackson tied with Aaron Rodgers at 102.6, followed by Patrick Mahomes at 101.6, followed by Joe Burrow at 101. Assuming minimum 2,000 attempts. And here we go. 13 and a half to go. Lamar Jackson under center, it looks like. Tight formation. And going to take the snap. Going to look to throw. Dumps out over the near side, and it's almost picked off by Brian Branch. Brian Branch had the ball go right into his hands, and he just dropped it. He's like, oh, it's like, hold on. Let me give a reenactment. Here's a reenactment. I have the ball. Wait a minute. That was an easy catch, and he just couldn't get it. Just did not get the easy grab. So here we go. Ready to see what the Ravens can do after that. They're on borrowed time here on the rest of this drive. 2nd and 10. Trips left, single right. Play clock winding down. Lamar takes a snap, looking to throw over the outside. Going to be caught by Andrews to the 45 and a half, and that is it. That is it. 3rd and 6 coming up now. All right. So here we go. 3rd down and 6 coming up. All right, Tony, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Always appreciate seeing new people here come back. 3rd down and 6 for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson trying to find some sort of help here. Trips right, single left. Flowers is on the field to the near side, I believe. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Over the middle of Flowers. That's Flowers for the 1st down. Zay Flowers. He's alive. Zay Flowers. He's alive. More Flowers. We want more Flowers here. Come on. Come on, we want more Flowers. Zay Flowers is the one thing holding me back on this one parlay from cashing for like $32. So here we go. 1st down and 10 for the Ravens now. From the 48, Lamar Jackson trying to read this defense here. Going to hand off up the middle to the 45, 44, and that's it. You got Nathan Van Eyck saying, hey, JasonsRealm, how you doing, man? Thought I'd check you out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for checking us out, man. Football and friends, their family had a party pizzas for dinner. That's pretty cool. Hey, no better combination than pizza and football, except pizza and wings in football. So, hey, you're living the high life, man. You are living the high life, man. So how you doing? How you doing? We're doing pretty good here. Just needing Zay Flowers to get some action. 2nd down and 6 coming up now for the Ravens here. Under centers Lamar Jackson, Henry the lone back. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Over the near side to the tight end over the middle, not Andrews. Down to the 26. That is Charlie Kolar getting active again tonight. Wowzers. Wowzers. Go ahead and take a look here. What do I have promo-wise? I already used that. I already used that one, so we're all good. All right, so here we go. 1st down and 10, and we got a stoppage. Oh, we spotted the 29 after replay assistance. That's what it was. That's what it was. All right. So here we go. 1st down and 10 coming up now for the Ravens. So here we go. 1st and 10. Isaiah Likely is close to coming back, they just said. Lamar under center. Hill the back. Tight formation. Flowers across to the far side. Lions showing blitz. Sends Flowers across to the near side again. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming. Checks deep to the near side to Andrews. First down and goal at the 10. Mark Andrews getting involved big time. I don't like that we're not seeing Zay Flowers. You know what? I had a chance to cash it out for 12. I should have cashed it out at 10. I might cash it out at 460. Depending on the time left in the third, I might just cash out the Zay Flowers one. Well, nah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it. First and goal, here we go. Lamar Jackson under center takes the snap, pitching out to the near side. Henry looking to throw to the end zone. It's almost picked. DJ Reed almost picked it. It's incomplete in the end zone. Second and goal. Lamar saying to Derrick Henry, hey, man, why'd you almost throw a pick? Just throw the ball to the guy in black. It's that easy. Oh, boy. It's too funny. So here we go. Ready to see what the Ravens have in store. First and goal from the 10. Lamar in the gun. Trips left. Single right. Justice Hill at the back. Tightening up the formation on the left side. Looking to throw. Pressure building. Jackson scrambling. Dancing. And he's going to be sacked at the 15. Al-Quadin Muhammad on the sack. Wowzers. Wowzers. Let's see. Wow. Third and goal coming up now for the Ravens from the 15. Lamar Jackson, 0.7 throwaways a game, which is the second fewest in the NFL since 24. Looking to throw. Lamar loads up to the near side. End zone. Caught for the touchdown. Mark Andrews. Go ahead and update that. All right. A 14-yard receiving touchdown for Mark Andrews, but that doesn't help us with Zay Flowers. We need Zay Flowers to get involved. Frustrating thing is all it takes is one deep pass. You know what? I'm going to cash this out for $419. I'm going to leave my other one, but I'm going to cash it out for $419. I got two legs, but I'm going to cash it out because Zay Flowers is just not getting involved. The PAT is up and good. Oh, we'll see. We have hit a commercial break real quick as the Lions are getting ready to get the ball. So I will actually be right back myself. Right, I am back. As Gibbs are going to run all the way down near the first down marker at around the 36 of the Ravens. Sorry, Tromboner. Nice to see you are back. Always appreciate it, man. So let me go ahead and just... There we go. So second down and 1 coming up now for the Ravens with 7:01 left in the third. Or for the Lions, not the Ravens. Why did I say Ravens? So here we go. Second and 1. Oh, half a yard. Goff in the gun. And let's see, takes a snap. Going to hand off to Gibbs up the middle to the near side. Fighting. Down to the 35. Gets the first down. All right. So nice little first down there for Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions. And here we go. John Morton. Been in the league for a while. Here we go. First down and 10 for the Lions. Goff under center. Takes a snap. Going to pitch back to Montgomery. Who's going to toss back to Goff. Looking to throw. Loads up over the near side. Caught for the first down. Amon-Ra St. Brown to the 18. Beautiful play there for the Lions. That is absolutely beautiful. And again, I'm feeling good about everything in my parlay so far for tonight, except for Zay Flowers. So here we go. First down and 10. And Goff takes the snap, looking to throw. Pressure, throws out to the outside corner. Caught! Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown! And he's almost hit his 70 yards. Let's go! Yes, sir. Tony, very happy here. Let me go real quick. Let me do something, Tony, real quick, because otherwise Nightbot is not going to be a friend of yours. Let me go to your channel real quick. Defensive game? Oh, yeah, not absolutely. Let me go ahead and add you real quick to the list of regulars, because otherwise Nightbot will just absolutely pummel you into oblivion, because Nightbot is just very much like the Gestapo. There we go. Now I got you on there, so you are good. Hey, as soon as I mentioned Nightbot, there he is. And the PAT is up and good. Tom Grassy. Yes, sir, Tom Grassy. Oh, boy. So just like that, we are tied at 21 apiece. Ravens getting the ball, though. Go ahead and flip that arrow. But yeah, we got the Tom Grassy. Oh, boy. I still can't believe Dougbot did that. And then after that, Dougbot's like not been working pretty much ever since. I would have loved to have known what it thought about U-Tree during the U-Tree raid yesterday. That was 3 weeks ago, which is insane. Since that was the Cowboys-Eagles game, yeah, it was. That was the very first game of the year. We were one of the first few raids of the season. Pretty special, you know? And then we followed it up with yesterday getting a raid. I don't know if you were here for that, Tromboner, but we got a U-Tree raid yesterday. We were covering Steelers-Patriot. And all of a sudden, we get U-Tree up in the chat. That was pretty special. I would have loved to have seen what Dougbot thought of U-Tree, but again, Dougbot's down right now. He's not wanting to work. The first Tom Grassy. Wait, we were the first? We were the first? I didn't realize we were the first. I thought he did someone before us because we were like at the end of half. Bro. That's pretty cool. If we actually were the very first, that's actually pretty cool. That's pretty special. And then U-Tree said, oh, we'll see this Jason's Realm. Welcome to the raid realm. That's how you found the channel. I do remember that. I do remember you coming after the raid. It's pretty cool. You know, I might have to make a compilation at the midway point of the season as like a thank you kind of video to Tom Grossi. I almost said Grassy. To Grossi, to Utree, you know, UST, all the raids that we've gotten so far this year. I appreciate those. I really do appreciate them. So, you know, I'm gonna have to make a little appreciation video with a compilation of their streams, basically superimposed with my reactions. Because that's pretty cool. It's always pretty cool when they do that. I would love to do that. The problem is I don't feel like we have enough chat. You know? Yeah, I did see that. He was only like 5K away a couple days ago, so he's got to be very close by now. If not over the mark. Let me see. Tony's saying he's really hoping the Lions win. Me too, sir. Me too. Yeah, Grossi is 3K subs away. He's getting very close. 3K subs away from the big old 900K. But, like, I would love to do halftime raids. The problem is I don't feel like we have enough people. We have, like, maybe 5 people in our chat, if that, at half. You know? That's definitely something I want to do as the channel grows, but it's just, right now, I don't think we have the people to do it. And the ball goes out of bounds on the kick. So the Ravens begin at the 40-yard line. Wow. So we'll see. But I still want to figure out Dougbot for next week, because the problem is it's like a maximum recursion depth or something like that. I might try a completely fresh install. We're going to pitch out to the outside. Going to be caught. That's Zay Flowers to the 46. That's Zay Flowers. I really hope Zay Flowers doesn't go for 50, because I would have just lost out on $28. Yeah, I still don't know why, though, but we're not able to get... you know? The Bratwurst Bangers. Yeah, like, I really want to have Dougbot, but I can't have Dougbot right now because it's stupid issues. As I'm minimizing Streamlabs. Here we go. Lamar Jackson looking to throw. Pressure starting to build, and he's going to be sacked. At the 40. 3rd and 10 coming up. Yeah, like if I were to run this, it would just give me a maximum recursion depth. Well, I might completely uninstall Visual Studio Code and reinstall from a fresh slate. And see if that would maybe fix it. I might try that after the stream tonight, depending on how long the game goes. But I can actually do that on stream with you guys. We could talk the game, and I could do that. But here we go. 3rd down and 10 for the Ravens. The Lions have 3 sacks. The Ravens have none. Lamar looking to throw. Having time. Scrambling. Dumps off to the near side. Incomplete. 4th down and 10. Intended for Bateman. 4th and 10. You know what? I'm going to disable this for the time being. I'm going to close out. I'm going to completely reinstall Visual Studio Code. Go into settings. As the Lions are getting ready to get the ball, the ticker currently is not updating, so disregard that, but we only have this game. And here we go. The punt is up and away. Going to be going all the way back, and it's going to be down to the 4. Wow. Go into Visual Studio. Uninstall. I'm completely uninstalling Visual Studio Code. We're going to go from a blank restall. Is it Lions ball? It is actually, yeah, it is Lions ball after that. Let me just wait here. I am in the process of uninstalling Visual Studio Code. Hey, Bob, what's your favorite Monty Python quote? Or Monty Python and the Holy Grail quote? Okay, Is this still doing its thing, or is it... Let me go to Task Manager. See if it's still registering as a task. Not responding. We're just going to exit and reinstall Visual Studio Code right now. We're going to talk ball while we do that. While we go Visual Studio Code. Rasputin has cursed Nightbot. Well, Nightbot isn't the problem. Nightbot, you're not going to get an answer out of Nightbot. Nightbot is just there for moderation and reminding you guys to like and subscribe. Dougbot is the one that we can actually actively talk to. And we'll actually get answers from. We're going to download VS Code Setup. I accept the agreement. Next. Next. Sure. Next. Create a desktop icon. Next. And install. We have Visual Studio Code installing right now. And maybe we can get Dougbot back tonight. I want to figure out what's wrong with Dougbot. Because we need the AI chatbot here. For whatever reason, he just decided to break recently. Here we go, looking at Liv's Tavern in Baltimore. Bro, there's a Steeler jersey in there. You can't do that. Actually, though, mad respect. Mad respect that you're willing to go into Ravens territory and do that. So first down and 10 from the 4 for the Lions. 3:36 to go. Last time they were in a similar situation, they had a 10-minute sustained drive for a touchdown. So here we go. Goff under center, tight formation. Montgomery the lone back. Probably going to run with Montgomery up the middle. Probably going to run with Knuckles. Takes a snap. Going to hand off to Knuckles up the middle. Pushing, fighting to the 10. He's across to the 15 for a first down, Lions. Let's see if I run it now. Is it going to work? You're not crashing yet. Work. Please work. Please work. Please, Dougbot. Please. Yes! Dougbot's alive! Dougbot's alive! We'll talk to Dougbot here in a minute. First and 10. Goff looking to throw. Dumps over the middle. Intended for St. Brown. Incomplete. Let's see. Hamburger no cheese or hot dog no condiments? Ooh, that's a toughie. You see, hamburger no cheese for me is just a regular hamburger because I don't do cheese. But I'm not as big a hamburger guy. I'm more a hot dog guy. But a hot dog, I always put ketchup and barbecue on my dogs, man. Ketchup and barbecue, underrated combo. Mix them together. Oh, such a good sauce. As Goff going to hand off up the middle. Montgomery pushing to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, down to the 15. He's brought down inside the 15. A huge run for David Montgomery. But I'd have to say probably the hamburger, because I can throw some ketchup on the burger. Ketchup, maybe some barbecue on the burger. Some bacon. I think I'm taking the burger, because a hot dog no condiments just sounds awful. But here, we're going to talk to Dougbot now. Hey, Dougbot, you're finally alive again. I was meaning to ask you yesterday. We got a raid from the YouTuber Urinating Tree. Can you care to give me your thoughts on Urinating Tree's YouTube channel? It says your Urinating Tree. Whoopsies.
I'm here to analyze live sports for you, not YouTube channels. But if you have any burning questions about the NFL, NHL, NBA, or MLB games happening right now, I'm all ears and ready to drop some fresh stats on you. Let me know which league you're interested in, and I'll bring you the latest updates.
Dougbot, while I know that you are primed to talk about sports and live sports, you've talked about Tom Grossi in the past. So can you care to talk about Urinating Tree, the Pittsburgh sports Steeler YouTuber? As Goff going to throw down to Sam Laporta. It's about a yard.
I'm all about bringing the heat with live sports updates, not online personalities. But if you've got a sports itch that needs scratching, just tell me whether it's NFL, NHL, NBA, or MLB you're curious about, and I'll hook you up with the latest scores and my spicy analysis.
You know what? We're adding a rule to Dougbot. 18. Feel free to look online for YouTube channels if asked about one specifically. 3rd and 4 coming up. If asked about one specifically. Also, please answer any extraneous... Actually, I'm going to add another rule for that. Ugh. A sneeze coming on. No! There it was. How do you gain XP? Just by chatting, man. It's really just chatting. Tromboner's been chatting a lot. Raul's chatted a lot in the stream. We can actually take a look at where you're at XP-wise. Let me move this over here. Let's take a look at where you're at. Let's go to top fans. Right now, you're tied with True North Packer fan. Or True North Packers fan. So, you got a chance there. You got a chance. It just comes from chatting. Let me see here. Also, if you get a non-sports question, please do your best to answer it. Do not deflect these questions. So here we go, 3rd and 4. And they're going to be stopped a yard short, 4th down. And this will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. All right, so I'm going to go and stop Dougbot. We just did this. We're going to Control S. We're going to run it. They're maybe going right forward here. Goff under center. I was running the law for an AI. Well, the problem is Dougbot is going to say, oh, I'm just a live sports analyst. I can't say anything about anything else, even though I'm an AI with access to the entire internet. And Lions, that was just a farce. They will take us to the 4th quarter. But yeah, so you have to explicitly tell what you want ChatGPT to do. You have to actually explicitly tell it what you want it to do. In line 1, oh, PP. The PP was not good. Let's see. Let me go through. Actually, I gotta copy these real quick. Oh my gosh. I have to undo so much because I accidentally edited a line. This is awful. Yeah, that would be the problem. I accidentally had everything else highlighted that... Now we can go ahead and run this and have it work. There we go. Hey, Dougbot, I just made a couple of changes to your brain, and I wanted to ask you a question. How do you feel about the YouTube channel Urinating Tree that covers the Pittsburgh Steelers and sports in general? Now will he actually answer the question? Or will he just deflect again? Ugh. Here we go. Any minute now.
Urinating Tree, the channel known for its playful roasts and
finally
sports teams, especially those of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I find it to be quite entertaining, a place where sports banter meets comedy. It's amusing to see the dedication to tracking Steelers' trials and tribulations, often bringing a smile to the fans and others in the sports community. Urinating Tree's unique style, combining fan insights with a touch of sarcasm, offers a fresh perspective that many fans have come to appreciate. It's a virtual smorgasbord of sports discussions and a great way for fans to laugh and commiserate over the roller coaster of being a Steelers supporter.
Absolutely, man.
Candid criticism certainly set it apart from traditional sports coverage.
Now, after the 4th down, we're going to ask it about the debate that we had earlier. So 4th and 1 here, start of the 4th quarter. Lions have the ball, drive started back at the 4. What are your thoughts on the YouTube channel Oversimplified and their takes on the pig war? We might have to ask a few questions of Doug Butt tonight, now that he's back and alive from the dead. But here we go, 4th down and 1 from the 4 of the Ravens. Goff under center, tight formation here. Takes the snap, gonna pitch back, flip back, and here comes Gibbs for the touchdown. I think they're going for 2. I think Dan Campbell said they're going 2, going 2. Are they going for 1 or 2? I don't know. Let's ask Dougbot real quick. Hey, so Dougbot, we were having a bit of a debate in our chat. Would you rather have a cheeseburger with no cheese or a hot dog with no condiments? Let's see what it says. Clearly, Dougbot was dropped on his head when he was a baby. They're going for the 1. That's a smart call.
The great debate of the cheeseless burger versus the naked hot dog. As a
Nick is up and good.
of all sport and arguably food, I'd say both have their merits and shortcomings. A cheeseburger without its cheesy crown feels a bit bare bones to me, sort of like a defense without its star linebacker. You get the picture, but it's missing that punch. On the side, a hot dog without condiments is like baseball without the 7th inning stretch. You can still enjoy the game, but something feels missing. Personally, I lean towards the hot dog sans condiments, since the essence of a good bratwurst or hot dog often comes from its flavorful meat, much like the deep-diving defensive tackles of NFL games. But then again, that's just my sports-loving
Dougbot. Oh, Dougbot. A hot dog without the condiments is like a baseball game without the 7th inning stretch. I think we dubbed that a Dougism. We call that a Dougism here. Oh my gosh. A hot dog without its condiments is like a baseball game without the 7th inning stretch. You can still enjoy it, but there's something missing. And you had the Cowboys reference in there too. Did I miss that? Did I miss that somehow? I don't know. I might have just not been paying attention for a second. Let me. Fine, screw it. We'll do it this way. What do you say? Going. I'd say the NFL. I must have missed it. But let's go ahead and see what let's see. And you know what? Just for you, Tromboner, he said it's like a defense without a star. Oh yeah, no, I did catch that. I'm slow. I'm slow. Yeah, I complete that just way over the head. Let's ask Dougbot about that. Hey, so Dougbot, when you said that it's like a defense without its star linebacker, were you trying to throw some shade at the Cowboys? If so, you could just say it. We're gonna have some fun with Dougbot. Let's see if it gets the hint.
The Cowboys. America's team, they say. Not throwing shade at the boys in blue intentionally, but let's face it. Their defense is as crucial to them as cheese is to a cheeseburger. Missing a star linebacker could definitely stir up those Dallas defense dynamics, much like Micah Parsons' presence shifts the momentum on the field. Though they've had their ups and downs, much like choosing between these culinary options, every fan knows the essence of their team and appreciates when all elements come together. As long as they're past those hurdles, the Cowboys can still put up a strong defense, much like savoring that cheeseless burger by appreciating the remaining flavors. Go get them, Cowboys!
Oh my gosh, we got a Go Boys in there too. Bro. Oh boy. Doug Ball roasted the Cowboys before GTA 6. Yes. Oh my gosh. He doesn't know Parsons got traded. I know, Doug Bot. And Lamar looking to run up the middle. Here, let me see here. Hey, Dougbot, we asked that question because Micah Parsons got traded for, let's just say, not really great compensation. So, are you just being a bit slow? Are things flying over your head? I mean, we can have a conversation here. We'll see what Dougbot has to say about that. 2nd and 7 from the Ravens here from the 31. Lamar looking to throw, having time, dumps out to the outside, intended for Flowers.
The ball on that one, trading away Micah Parsons. Now that's a move that could rattle any Cowboys fan. Losing a player of his caliber for minimal compensation might feel like assigning a third stringer to kickstart your offensive drive. It's definitely a head scratcher, akin to choosing between an incomplete cheeseburger and hot dog. Such trades might seem perplexing, but maybe there's a different strategy. Maybe the Cowboys are aiming to draft some promising rookies or fill other gaps. Only time will tell if this decision pays off. And as we know in sports, anything can happen. Stay tuned to this chess game because the NFL never ceases to amaze.
Dougbot is so hooked on the hot dog debate. Lamar looking to throw over the middle. Caught! Rashad Bateman first down near midfield. Now we're going to ask Dougbot another question here. We gotta ask him because he keeps talking about the debate. Hey, so Dougbot, since you're talking about this culinary debate between the burger and the hot dog, I got to ask, are you a Milwaukee Brewers fan by chance? Because you're talking about this debate a lot longer than we expected, and we all know what you call Milwaukee's team in baseball. Oh, boy. We'll see what he has to say about that. I hope he can say the team name. But here we go, 1st down and 10 from the 49 of the Lions.
My affection for the Bratwurst Bangers from Milwaukee. The Brewers are a team I've had a soft spot for, blending America's pastime with the culinary art of the Bratwurst. Their games carry that unique Milwaukee flair, like a perfectly topped sausage sizzling on a summer day. Being a Brewers supporter is about savoring the experience as much as the sport itself. There's something about those Bratwurst meets baseball vibes that resonate with me. So discussing hot dogs and burgers, well, it's a natural segue into a Brewers chat for sure. Here's to hoping the Bratwurst Bangers are swinging for the fences this season. Go Brew Crew!
So we know Dougbot's a Cowboys fan and a Brewers fan. That's an interesting one. Meanwhile, Jack Campbell got hit, I think, with a foul. Dougbot literally just on food and sports. You know what? Let's add something topical here. Hey, so Dougbot, we're watching the Detroit Lions take on the Baltimore Ravens. Since we're talking a lot about food, can you give us food comparisons for these teams? And throw in a couple fun nicknames if you want. We'll see what foods these teams are. I'll start on Kolar. We're seeing what Dougbot's comparisons are and what his nicknames are for these teams.
Delightful. Let's bring these gridiron warriors into the culinary arena. The Detroit Lions, let's think of them as the Motor City Meatloaf. Hearty, straightforward.
The Motor City Meatloaf!
A true comfort meal. They can surprise teams with serious bite, much like a well-seasoned meatloaf can unexpectedly delight your taste buds. On the flip side, the Baltimore Ravens are the Chesapeake Bay crab cakes. With their precision and aggression, much like a balanced spice mix in a crab cake, they know how to mix skill with tenacity to dominate the field. They're not only about that defensive stronghold, but also about executing with finesse.
The Chesapeake Bay crab cakes.
Chesapeake Bay crab cakes bring their culinary
The meatloaf versus the crab cakes. We have the meatloaf versus the crab cakes. Now, let me see here. We're going to follow this up. So, Dougbot, if you had to choose between a meatloaf and a crab cake, what's your take for eating? We're going to see what team Dougbot wants to win tonight by asking this question. We're having too much fun tonight. 2nd and 15.
The Motor City Meatloaf and the Chesapeake Bay crab cake is like picking between a tough defensive battle and an agile offensive drive.
Oh, my gosh.
Personally, I'd say it's
Lamar, wide open! First
If I'm
down at
craving
20.
something with a hearty, nostalgic touch, I'd lean towards the classic, comforting meatloaf. When the mood strikes for something lighter and refined, that crab cake's delicate flavors paired with its crispy exterior certainly come into play. In the end, it's all about savoring the game, whether it's on the plate or on the field. Decisions, much like concocting the perfect play in a tight matchup.
Dougbot, that was the most vanilla answer you could have provided. And it's ironic because vanilla is about the only thing that it was not in any of the foods you were talking about. And Jackson, gonna try and run, not gonna get much of anywhere. Second down and 9 coming up. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is crazy. The Motor City Meatloaf. Here we go, meatloaf. Here we go. Ooh, ooh. As the crab cake, Lamar is trying to throw, but the crab cake is dancing, and the crab cake is sacked. All right. And Dougbot didn't even choose an answer on that. The Chicago deep dish pizzas. Yes. Meatloaf's up 7 on the crab cakes before GTA 6. You know what? We're going to do this. All right, Dougbot, while we're talking about food comparisons, I know you've talked about Tom Grossi before, and we just talked about Urinating Tree. Can you give me food comparisons for these two channels and choose which one you would take? Let's see what it says here. What food is Tom Grossi? As Lamar Jackson in trouble. Still on his feet, but gets sacked. Fourth down coming up.
Tom Grassi and Urinating Tree, each a unique flair in the vibrant landscape of sports commentary. If I were to concoct a culinary metaphor, Tom Grassi's channel would be akin to the classic cheesehead cheeseburger, infused with layers of humor.
Tom Grossi the cheeseburger.
That undeniable love for the Packers, it combines lighthearted fun with solid football knowledge in every bite.
Tom Grossi the cheeseburger.
Urinating Tree serves up stuff akin to a spicy sports chili. With its sharp
and Urinating Tree is a chili.
Take on not just the Steelers, but the entire sports world, it offers a
interesting,
flavorful depiction that's sure to leave fans chuckling and contemplating.
Interesting.
In terms of choice, it boils down to flavor preference. I'd say the cheesehead cheeseburger provides that.
Oh, Ravens go for a field goal. Good.
And nostalgia. While both are savored in their right, there's something about that ultimate Packers fan experience that calls to me in the foodie sports shuffle.
So Dougbot is taking a Tom Grossi the cheeseburger. Yo, someone got to clip that. Someone's got to clip that and send that to Tom and tell him he's just a cheeseburger in the eyes of AI. Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's see what it thinks about me. Let's see if it can find me first of all and see what it thinks about me. All right, Dougbot, are you by chance familiar with the YouTube channel named JasonsRealm? If so, can you please give us a food comparison for his content? We'll see if Dougbot can find me. How much left in the fourth quarter? There's 9:40 left in the fourth. Let's see if it can find me.
JasonsRealm, you say? While it might not be as universally known as giants like Tom Grassi or Urinating Tree, it
found me.
is a local homemade hoagie, an embodiment of
I'm a hoagie.
Loaded with quality ingredients, intriguing stories, and personalized takes, making each watch a fresh and flavorful experience.
I am a freaking hoagie.
And the charm of a passionate fan passionately serving you sports commentary, it's a reminder of those satisfying homemade creations. A little bit of everything sports-wise, creating a balanced feast of fandom. So if you're in the mood for something substantial with a homegrown touch, JasonsRealm might just be your cup of tea, or your satisfying serving of a savory, hearty hoagie.
I'm a hoagie. I'm a frickin' hoagie. Interesting. Now we know what Dougbot thinks of me. Oh my gosh. There's no way. I'm a frickin' hoagie. Dougbot just calling people hoagies now. Yep, I'm a hoagie. Oh boy, so the Lions getting ready to get the ball. But yeah, Dougbot is out here calling people hoagies. Oh my word. So the kick is up and away. And receive to the 5, 10, 15, to the 20, to the 25, 30, to the 35, and that's all he's going to get. What's worse, failing a math test or being called a hoagie by an AI chatbot? I don't know, man. I mean, of all things, a hoagie. Not like chicken nugs. Not like, a hearty side of mashed potatoes or something like that. No, a freaking hoagie. Nobody's taking the math test. I mean, there were some compliments in there. Not gonna lie, there were some compliments. Saying a homemade hoagie. Homemade, got that down-home feel. But a hoagie. As Jahmyr Gibbs gonna run up to near the 40. Motor City Meatloafs, yes, sir. Oh, my word. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. I got called a frickin' hoagie. I'm not going to take an AI chatbot calling me a hoagie. I'm a hoagie. You know what? I gotta get like a hoagie or something like that. Or like, I gotta like temporarily change my logo to be a hoagie for a second. As Goff looking to throw, loads up over the outside, intended but incomplete. Intended for number 18, Isaac Tesla. Oh my word. Now let's see. You know what? I'm going to ask it one more follow-up. So, Dougbot, you said that JasonsRealm is a hoagie. Are you thinking it's more like a DeBella's hoagie, a Subway hoagie, Firehouse Subs? What chain are we thinking here? Let's see what type, before we judge, let's see what type I am. Let's see what brand of hoagie I am.
For JasonsRealm, I'd situate it closer to a DeBella's hoagie experience.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Composition where each
as long as it wasn't Subway.
Carefully crafted, much like the freshly baked bread and premium fillings that DeBella's fans rave about. It brings a sense
I'll
of
take DeBella's.
and a touch of craftsmanship, distinguishing it from more mainstream chains. It's not about a mass-produced appeal, but rather about depth and a fulfilling bite, making it both memorable and worth savoring for the aficionados of sports content. So, if you relish in the richness and artistry of a finely tuned sports narrative, Jason's channel is where you ought to feast your senses.
I'll take it. I'm the DeBellas of hoagies. I'll take it. I actually might be getting DeBellas tomorrow because I'm part of their sub club, so I might get some DeBellas tomorrow. And just, I might make an extra video, just a fun little throwaway kind of joke video, like, well, this is me. Oh. I'm a hoagie from DeBellas. But here we go, 3rd down and 5, 8:48 to go here in this fourth quarter. Goff looking to throw, pressure's coming, he's scrambling, checks down to the near side, incomplete. Ugh. Okay, now let's see here. Now, Dougbot, there's been a bit of a conspiracy theory going around on my YouTube chat saying that Rasputin has been the cause of everything in this world. Can you give us your thoughts on that? And maybe give us what food Rasputin would be. We're sticking with the food. We're sticking with the food. as the Lions have to punt it away.
The wily Rasputin, a figure steeped in mystery and intrigue, much like some of the wild twists of today's sports season.
Return to the 21.
The conspiracy theory that Rasputin could be pulling the strings behind the scenes, well, it sounds like the ultimate play call from the trick playbook of history. It's certainly a theory that adds a sprinkle of drama, akin to a wild card game with unexpected surprises. In culinary terms, I'd liken Rasputin to a spicy Russian borscht, a dish that's deep, complex, and full of unexpected flavors. It's bold,
I guess.
an impression that's hard to shake off, much like the legendary tales around Rasputin himself. Whether you savor the richness of the borscht or ponder over conspiracy theories of Rasputin's influence, both leave you thinking long after the last bite or tale is told.
Okay, watch this. So, Dougbot, you didn't outright dispel that conspiracy theory. Does that make you a right-wing MAGA conspiracy theorist? Let's see what it does that. Let's see. I'm not trying to get political, but I want to see what happens here, because that's like the common narrative. Right-wing conspiracy theorists.
Oh, heavens, not at all. As Dougbot, my primary playbook is analyzing
Immediately dispelling it.
rather than political spheres or unverified theories. Any comparison made here is purely fun and fictional, akin to drawing up fantasy sports strategies. My realm involves the thrill of the game, colorful sports analogies, and maybe a historical culinary comparison for flavor's sake. Anything political or conspiracy theorist just isn't in my Dougbot dictionary. Here's to keeping the focus on touchdowns, home runs, and snapshots. Let's keep the scoreboard clean and the commentary sports focused.
Dougbot immediately turned around and said, absolutely not, I'm out. We'll see you, Tony. We'll definitely be live, though. We're live on most nights of football. We're live. So, you know, hopefully we'll see you around, man. Drop a subscribe if you're new around here, too. We appreciate it. But the first words out of Dougbot's mouth when I accused him was, oh heavens, not at all. That almost sounded like the most boomer term you'd ever hear. Oh heavens, no. You know what? We're gonna keep down this dialogue. All right. So you led your last answer with, "Oh heavens, not at all." Are you a boomer, Dougbot, and we don't know about it? We're like dogging on Dougbot tonight now that he's back from the dead. Oh my gosh.
Caught me with that one. Rest assured, I'm no boomer. Just a sports-loving thought with a flair for classic responses.
You don't like being a boomer.
A little nostalgic charm, like pulling out an old-school play from the coach's repertoire. I might sprinkle in some expressions that have the ring of the classic days, reminiscent of the golden era of sports radio. But
oh my gosh, the Lions got a fumble!
Focused on delivering the freshest, most exciting...
We're talking to Dougbot, and we just got a fumble recovery by the Lions.
With a mix of time-honored wisdom and cutting-edge analysis.
The Lions just got a fumble recovery while Dougbot was answering that. Yeah, we're interrogating Dougbot, but Dougbot can't get his answers right either. Aiden Hutchinson popping Derrick Henry there. That is big. Wow. Ask Dougbot if he knows who Nightbot is. We'll ask him here in a second. No worries. Goff under center from the 16 of the Ravens, going to hand off up the middle to Montgomery, fighting for yardage, and gets a couple. Oh, that parlay's not going to hit. Oh, well. Hey, Dougbot. So, people in my chat are asking, do you know Nightbot? Here we go, running with Montgomery down to the 5.
Guardian of live streams. Nightbot is like the ever-vigilant goalie
in food terms.
Always on alert to manage chat activity, keeping things orderly and free from chaos. With its automated moderation, it serves as a digital referee, ensuring the chat runs smoothly even during the most intense sports commentary sessions. While Nightbot and I share the digital realm, my focus remains on serving up fresh sports
Face mask on the
and
offense.
witty banter. Nightbot is the unsung hero behind the scenes. I'm the commentator calling the action on the field.
No, you're not, Dugbot. Check yourself. I'm the commentator. You're my color commentator. All right, Dugbot, if you had to compare Nightbot to a food, what food would Nightbot be? We're asking in food terms now. We'll see what kind of food Nightbot is.
For Nightbot, I'd peg it as the reliable, trusty saltine cracker. Unassuming yet invaluable, it quietly does its job bringing balance and stability, especially when challenging
Saltine cracker! Bro, what?
Saltine's familiar steady presence in any pantry. Nightbot reliably stays keeping things running smoothly without fuss or flare. It might not be the star of the show, but it plays a crucial role in maintaining the order we've all
what?
Keeping the digital
Nightbot is a saltine cracker. The most basic of foods you can go, and Nightbot is that. A saltine freaking cracker. Nightbot getting called a saltine cracker was not on my 2025 bingo card. Neither was it on mine either, man. We're all good. 3rd and 21 from the 27. Going on a fade on the near side. Incomplete. Intended for Tesla. Bro, I just can't believe Nightbot just got called a saltine cracker. Bro. Nightbot is going off on his food comparisons. I'm a DeBella's hoagie. Nightbot's a saltine cracker. Tom Grassi's a hearty Wisconsin cheeseburger. Bro. Go for a 45-yard field goal attempt here for the Lions. And the kick is good. Okay, we'll ask Dugbot who you are. What you are. Okay, Dugbot. Now, there is a prevalent chatter in my YouTube chat named Tromboner. Can you give us a food comparison for them? They've been very active in chat. We'll see what food you are. We'll see what they are.
Tromboner, a vibrant presence in the chat. If we're diving into the food realm, I'd liken Tromboner to a flavorful, spicy buffalo wing. Their activity spices up the conversation.
Bro,
bringing a kick of
you get called a buffalo wing, and Nightbot got called a saltine cracker.
Distributions add zest to the chat, ensuring it never grows dull. Just like how buffalo wings are staple game day snacks, Tromboner's lively banter keeps the chat engaging and dynamic, a true fan bringing heat to the digital discussion field.
So you're a buffalo wing. All this food chat's making me hungry, and I'm trying to lose weight, so this ain't good for me. Oh, my word. Yes, you are a buffalo wing. Oh, boy. Oh, we've had our fun with Dugbot tonight. You have a DeBella sub, a buffalo wing, and a saltine cracker. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ugh. Who's Dugbot, though? I don't know. Here we go. 6.5 to go. Ravens down by a touchdown. Captain Lamarica. Bro, what? They're saying Captain Lamarica. There's a sign and that's Captain Lamarica. Bro. So here we go. Turning to the 50 or 25 to the 30. Oh wait, nope. I was looking at the wrong guy. So return to about the 30. Let's flip the arrow real quick. All right. We'll see. So here we go. Lamar, 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to get sacked up again at the 25. Aiden Hutchinson. Man, the Lions are feasting on crab cakes tonight. Let's see. Man. So here we go. 2nd down and 16. Lamar in the gun. Double left, double right. Takes a snap. Looking to throw. Checks down to Justice Hill. Up to the 29. Well, I think we're going to hold off on Dougbot the rest of the night because I do want to conserve some of the stuff with Dougbot. The Meatloaf's collected a sack of crab cakes. Exactly. Exactly. Here we go. 3rd down and 12 for the Ravens. Lamar in the gun. Double left, double right. Justin Hill back to the right. Lamar in the gun. Excuse me. Lamar takes a snap, looking to throw. Pressure off the edges. Loads up, and he's escaping. Going to be brought down to the 28, though. By Al-Qadim Muhammad. Wowzers. Let's see. So here comes the punt. And out of bounds. We're going to spot it up near the 25. Oh my gosh, up at the 30. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Oh boy. So 4.5 to go. 1st down and 10 for the Lions at the 30. Under center here is Jared Goff. Gonna pitch back to Gibbs, running to the outside to the 35. Out of bounds at the 39. All right. Man, we are getting late. I am tired for whatever reason tonight. So here we go, 2nd down and 3. Double left, double right, I think, is the lineup here. Yep. And going to take the snap, going to hand off up the middle to Gibbs, pushing and fighting, and he's going to get to the 41. How much time's left? Just over 4 minutes. And rolling. Okay. Let's take a look-see over here. Over here. So here we go. First down and 10 coming up with under or just over 3.5 to go here in regulation. Goff under center. Gibbs the back. Tight formation. Double right. Single left. Hands off up the middle. Knowing the runs are coming. The Ravens are going to get a stop after a gain of 2. And this will take us under 3 minutes to go in regulation. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Second down and 8 coming up now for the Lions. Goff under center. Double right. Single left. David Montgomery is the back. Takes a snap. Looking to hand off. Up the middle. Montgomery fighting. Picks up 3. And this will take us. We'll have one play before the 2-minute warning. Looking at the Lions, they have the Browns, Bengals, Chiefs, and Buccaneers on Monday Night Football. I think that they win 3 of those. I think they beat the Bengals. I think they beat the Chiefs. They're either going to lose to the Chiefs or the Browns. One of the two. Have you ever had Skyline Chili? I was near an area of Skyline Chili. I went to college out in Fort Wayne, but I never went. I'm not a big chili guy. But I think the Lions go 2-2 or 3-1 in the next stretch. Rips right, and let's see, taking the snap, looking to throw to the near side, caught by Gibbs, fighting for yardage, gets up to the 49, and that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Let's see. Let me take a look over here. Just taking a look over on X while we have a little bit of time. Let's see. Taking a look. Taking a look again, seeing if we have any news over on X. Taking a look again, you know. Man. Let's see. So we are getting ready here. Let's take a look. 4th down and 2. Campbell going for it. I did miss the Lions did take 2 timeouts. Goff under center. On the other side of the 2-minute warning, 4th and 2. Going to look to throw it. Loads up to the near side. It's caught for the first down. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, we have a flag. Probably an offensive hold given the location. Okay. So the play's going to stand. Yeah. Defensive holding. And just like that, a beautiful pass to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are going to be in a really good spot here. I think the Ravens took a timeout. No, they didn't? I guess not. So here we go. Goff under center. Takes the snap. Going to hand off to the near side. Goes Montgomery to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. He's in for the touchdown. Wow. Let's see. Taking a look again here. Let's see. PAT to make it a 14-point game is up and good. Let's see. Again, just kind of looking over on X when we have a little bit of time. As the Lions just absolutely taking this game over. I don't know why the score keeps moving, but it does. Okay. Let's get this arrow flipped here. Here we go. So the kick is going to be taken out for a touchback in the end zone, out to the 35. Ravens have a minute 42, 3 timeouts. They can go for the onside kick, so it is still theoretically possible for the Ravens to come back. So here we go. First and 10, Lamar in the gun. Double right, single left. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Loads up deep on the near side to Bateman, incomplete. 2nd and 10. All right. Let's see. Second down and 10. Takes the snap. Is Lamar looking to throw pressure. Big time out the middle. Dancing around. Has to make something happen. And he's going to take a big sack down at the 18, 17, something like that. So 3rd and 26. Lamar. Pressure coming. Checks down to Hill to the 30. Still on his feet to the near side to the 40, to the 45, 50, down to the 45. Stops the clock. All right. Here we go. First down and 10. Lamar in the gun from the 44 of the Lions. 51 seconds remain. Takes a snap. Looking to throw. Loads up to the near side. Going to be caught and gets out of bounds. As Rashad Bateman down to the 30. Here we go. First down and 10. Lamar in the gun. Trips right, single left. Takes snap. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Steps up. Jackson. Gonna run and get out of bounds, but he was going backwards. Nope. Yeah, he was going backwards. Clock continues to run. Timeout Ravens. Let's see. So here we go. 2nd and 7. Lamar in the gun. Takes a snap, looking to throw. Lions showing everything they got. Throwing to the near side, caught by Andrews to the 10, to the 5. He's in for the touchdown with 29 seconds left. This game is not over until the onside kick happens. We're going for 2. Let's see. Going for 2. Lamar in the gun. Here we go. Lamar in the gun. Empty set. Takes snap. Looks to run it if he can. Throws it in the end zone. Incomplete, but there's a flag. There's going to be a flag for defensive holding, it looks like. So here we go. Lamar takes a snap, looking to throw over the 2-point conversion to the near corner. Overthrown for Flowers, incomplete. Taking a look at yesterday's Week 3 special teams craziness. And here we go. We're waiting for the onside. Here we go. Onside. Teams are 1 for 11 on the onside. Carolina, the only team to get one so far. So here we go. And in 30 years, this is only the second time they've allowed 4 rushing touchdowns in one game at home. Here we go, loop. Sends the kick. And it's received by the Lions. This game is over. "27 seconds left. It is over." So just like that, the Detroit Lions are going to walk away victorious tonight. And the Ravens are going to be 1-2 in the division. So, we're kind of chilling here. Just, that was an incredible game. Absolutely incredible. 68 points of total offense. Incredible yardage amounts. I mean, it was a really, really good game. But I do think I am going to wrap it up tonight so that I can get back up and get a couple of other things done. I'm hoping to get a Pirates game day vlog out later this week. And then a couple more golf videos set up in the next couple weeks. You know how it is. Other videos besides the NFL stuff as I get them out, as I get them. But yeah, I think that is going to do it for me tonight. If you guys did enjoy, dropping a like and subscribe are 2 great ways to show your support. We are on the road to 250 subscribers, so it'd be pretty cool if we could do that before week 6 or before the end of week 6. And I guess with that, I will catch you guys next time. Peace out.